I gotta spend at least an hour. I gave her a Kong toy with food in it. She should be busy. I gotta get this grass mowed. I got this whole acre to do in the back, and then I'm done for the day because I did already the side ones. I should keep her super busy, entertained there in the porch. I don't know how she's gonna handle when I come around with the machine by the porch, but we will see. I'm here with my Sika. She's just running around all over the place. She found some glove. Oh no, it's a sock. She found like some sock that was buried. That used to be under the playground. I guess it was probably Christians at some point. He took his shoes off and then it got buried underneath with all the stuff that grew underneath there, and she found it, so she's been playing with it. There's the sock. Miss Missy over there by Muffin's grave. See her over there? I put the flowers over there and I've been watering them. Sika, come here. Sika went back there by the fence. Missy over there. She doesn't get close to Sika because Sika just wants to play with her, but she's too rough. Missy doesn't mind playing. She doesn't mind being chased, but she wants to be able to get away. Sika! It's such a great morning this morning. Right now it's 61 degrees. I love this weather. I love this weather. So I put on my nice flannels, my leggings, and I just love it. Today's a day of catch up. I've had so many days with Sika, training her and just trying to get by with all of the stuff that I have to do for her. All of the learning that I've been doing about raw food diets and stuff like that. And there's some things around here that I have not been getting to because I haven't done the pavers and I haven't weed whacked, even though I did mow the grass. And I just got to get to a lot of things. So that's what I'm probably going to end up doing the next couple of days, is just trying to get caught up with everything that I need to do. And I'm waiting on the contract for the build, which is going to be right here. The build is going to be... See where that tree is? It was going to be in front of that. So that's where the house is going to be, over there. And then I'm going to work on a second house over on the other acre as well. So then I'll have the two rental incomes for me for when I travel. Sika started sniffing around the fence line. And there is a hole there that she can get under. The cows are here, so she's afraid. But I know once the cows go, she's going to remember that spot. So I went ahead and I got one of the pieces of wood from my old place set that are there, and I put it there so she can't get under. I know in a few weeks she's going to be too big to get under that, but it's something that I realize I'm going to have to do on this fence line, is check the fence line, because I know we have like those land tortoises and we also have rabbits here, so I know that they dig, and eventually I will take that out because I do like the turtles coming into the property. But I'm going to have to survey this fence line today. Look at what she found. She's been digging here for days. There's actually something down here. There's a big giant seashell that's buried down here, and she's determined to get it out. I didn't bury it there. I guess somebody buried it when we were living here, the people before us. Well, it looks like she may get it out today. She's been at this for a while now. Today is one of those days where little things that have to be fixed. They just start to accumulate. So one of the things that I did was this door came down on me about a week ago and the hinge broke. And I went to the store and I bought a new hinge, but this door should not have fallen on me. And I realized that there was only one screw on each one of these here. So when the one fell, the other one, they pushed it on the bottom. So I guess the weight of it came down. And what I did was now I'm putting screws. I mean, they're not the beautiful screws or whatever I have, but all of these kitchen cabinets, see that one up there? That one's missing a screw on the top. So if they just put one on the bottom, and let's say this one breaks, the weight of it's just gonna force it to come down. And I'm lucky it didn't hurt me or it didn't break my glass oven over here where it came down. So I'm just checking, see all of these here? All of these, they're all missing. They didn't put two screws, they only put one. So I'm going through all of the cabinets now and making sure that they all have two screws, because if something happens again, I don't want an accident to happen. I don't know why there's no screws in there. The holes are there. It looks like somebody at some point has screws. There were screws in there, but you take them out. It's really odd. So happy to have my wrist back that I can do this stuff. Weirdest thing, because I just checked all my cabinets on the bottom and they all have the two screws like they're supposed to. So I'm not sure why they would only put one screw on the top ones. The most dangerous ones are these, because I mean the other ones are on the floor. They'll fall on your foot, but this will fall on your head. This could have fallen on my dog. Actually, it came down and it fell on the counter, and I have granite there. Good thing it didn't break any glass or anything there. And my dog was here on the floor, but she ran away. So it's a good thing that that didn't fall on my head when I opened it. So the other problem that I have, if you look here, I have no water. And the reason I have no water is because last night when I went to wash the dishes, I turned on the water, had no water. And I'm like, what's going on? So I thought it was the breaker. I took the breaker. I did everything I could. And I'm like, well, I'm going to have to call the well guy. It has to be my well. So I went out to the well to see if it was a breaker at the well. And it turns out that yesterday when I was weed whacking out there, I must have banged the pipe that connects to the house with the weed whacker. So the pipe came loose. This was the pipe, if you remember, about 4 years ago when they were building the house next door, that the people who were building the house, they broke my well. And then the guy came without my consent. He came and he put a little bit of glue on it. And so that, I guess, was loose. So what I did is this morning, and we have to go back and check now because I'm going to turn the water on and see if it's not leaking. But what I did was I put the PVC glue on it this morning because they say it's going to rain. I said, let me get out there and get that done because I need that glue, the cement. It's like the PVC cement. I need that to be dry so I can turn on my well. Did I tell you that I signed the contract yesterday? So the permits are going in today. It's between today and tomorrow to the county so that they can approve the plans and then we can go ahead with the build. So the problem is we're going to be building over there. And you know what happened with the well over on the other side? Now I have a fence there, but it's not going to do anything if they break my well when they're working over there on the property. So just in case somebody like bumps into it or something, I'm going to put a clamp on it just to make sure that it's good. I'm probably going to put something around the well when the build starts so that they can see it, some kind of a box or some kind of a metal cage or something. A fence or something around it. So number one, maybe put like a flag, because if they're backing trucks up there for construction and stuff, if there's a big flag or something, that they'll see that there is a well there. So that's things that I have to keep in mind when I do the build. And this is stuff that, I mean, I'm thankful that God is showing me all of these things that I would have never thought of, but I definitely have to protect my well because my well, you know, serves the main house and the other house. Another thing that I realized, because I'm without water right now, so what I'm using is the stuff I use in my RV is I'm using this to wash dishes, and I'm also using this canister so I can wash my hands. You know, sometimes I have to rinse something off really quick, so I'll use this thing. And I have two of those in my house. I have one in my bathroom actually as well, because I always have those for emergency here. Because I learned, remember, in 2019, I was without, 2019, no, 2020, I was without a well for over a month. So this is why I have all of these things here in case things like that. So I wasn't nervous yesterday when it happened, because I also have my water barrels. And I'm going to tell you that I felt so good yesterday knowing that, you know, even if it takes a week for them to get a part, if it takes a week for somebody to come, I don't have to take the first person that comes here, because if somebody gives me a price, I can call somebody else, because I'm not in a rush to get the work done, because I have my barrels and I have lots of water around the property as well. Plus, this is also going to be a rainy week. Hopefully these will get filled, because I have been using them since yesterday. I've been taking water from here to wash dishes and wash around the house. Something like this happened during like a COVID situation, or some kind of an emergency like you see that's going on in the world with these wars, and people can't get parts, or you can't get people to come because there's something going on, you're going to need to have water for a couple of days to hold you. And for me, now that I have a build and I'm going to have somebody living on the property, probably an older person, I'm responsible also to make sure that when they're paying me the rent, there's always water. So if we have a day or two or a week without the convenience of running water because of the well, but at least I'm able to give them water and show them how to live off-grid, semi-off-grid, because they could still do whatever they need to, and I could show them how to do it. So I'm very thankful for the lessons that God has given me over the years. By the way, I also have water in my camper because I filled it up a few weeks ago. I filled up my camper right before that storm that was coming this way, that hurricane. So I could always go in the RV also and wash dishes and stuff in there. But I am saving water because I don't know if my repair has worked yet. So later we will turn on the well and see if it doesn't leak, and I will bring you there so that you can be the witness that I fixed it. The well is on, so it's working. Let's see if what I did. Okay, I don't feel any leaks down here. Got it in perfectly. So what happened was, with the weed whacker, I bumped this. It came off, because this was one piece. That's why they put this in when they broke it. So I'm gonna just put a clamp, nice big clamp here, and make sure that if anybody bumps this, it's not gonna separate it again. I gotta be careful. There's lots of ants around here, and I've been bit here before. So I'm so glad my well is working. Let me go in the house. Okay, I hope I have water. It's working. I'll check in a little bit just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be okay. But I just wanna make sure that I put a clamp there, because you're in the house and all this water is running and running and running. Let's see if I have water. Oh, I have water, which is great. Friends, this is a stormy day today. Last night I think I got like 4 warnings from my alarm in the house about a tornado in the area, and it's just frightful. She was frightened. She was sleeping in my bed, and she just like panicked on the first one when the alarm set off about the tornado. So we've had really bad weather since yesterday. I tried to fix my well yesterday, but obviously the glue either didn't settle or that's the wrong glue, because this one is purple. I think it's a blue one that I'm supposed to get for PVC. So I didn't get out yesterday because we had such severe storms yesterday. This whole area here was flooded with water, and I'm glad I didn't go out. So I'm okay because I'm set up as a prepper to have all of the things that I did. So when it started pouring really like a lot, I went and I got my buckets, and I said, well, I might be into this for a few days because I might not be able to travel to the store and not be able to get out there and fix the well pipe to connect it. So what I did do when I did glue it this time was I put some bungee cords to kind of seal it in, and then I put some bricks on both sides to kind of keep everything pushed in together. Hopefully it'll work, but I do want to get like a clamp, the right size clamp for it. So this morning what I'm doing is using up my water. So as you can see, I have my barrels here. Usually I will put these extensions, but I really realized that I don't have to, because the water, depending on how much the water gushes out, yesterday it was so strong that I was able to just put the buckets here by the barrels, and all of the overflow, just like there was gushing so much over here that it just like it made it. So I just be watchful of when the buckets were filled. The buckets filled, that's how hard it was raining. The buckets filled in like less than 2 minutes. Like I put the bucket, walk in the house, open the door, turn around, and the buckets was already filled. So I'd come in and put another one. Buckets are different color water. So this was the first bucket that I had. This one has the residue from the roof. That's why it's yellow. So this one I'm using to wash and clean and mop with. Yes, I have a puppy, so she goes outside, but sometimes if I'm busy and I forget to take her out, she will end up doing it in the house. We're still training. So I'm using this for cleaning. And then these two, even though they look dirty, they are the last amounts that I put in. So the water was already clean coming off the roof. And this one I can use for cooking and for drinking water, but I do boil it and filter it. And then also I only got one bucket over here, and this one's full also. This one is a combination. I'll probably end up using this one for cleaning because it has a lot of the initial roof water. You can see it's a little bit tinged yellow. As fresh water comes in though, the roof water comes out. But now we're starting to get rain again. So I've used probably, I'm going to say this amount of water since I've been washing dishes and doing stuff. So it's a good wake-up call for me. All right, so during the rainy weather, this is a great time to do things that you do sit around the house and you do. And I love to do crafts and different things, but I love to be on Pinterest and get ideas for my tiny house that I'm building. I'm super excited about decorating my RV. And then I came across a whole bunch of pet stuff because now I'm actually giving my dog Sika, I'm giving her the barf diet, which is a raw diet. Raising Muffin, my previous dog, I gave her a raw diet as well. But I also mixed kibble. I probably started doing that around 2017. That's when I gave her mostly kibble and meat. And her teeth got really bad the last few years of her life. But for a good while there, her teeth were fabulous because she was chewing bones. Even though they were rawhide, she was doing different things. So now there's so much information out about the raw food diet that I'm super excited to try. And I've been doing this for the last few weeks. I've been giving Sika the barf diet. But it's a learning process is what it is. So I have this notebook that I've shown before in the past. It's an old traveler's notebook. And I write in here all of my prepping stuff, my inventory for freezer meals. The prepping stuff that I have here is there's 2 notebooks in here. So this one I'm using for my pets. So I wrote some notes here because I went online to like the raw food calculator. Every week you have to weigh your dog and you should go to the calculator and make the adjustments for the weight. But I'm still learning because I'm ordering a scale so that I can measure and weigh her food accordingly. So I just want you to know that on Pinterest, I'll link down below my Pinterest. I'm putting a whole bunch of great information down if you're starting off with a puppy or a dog. Not just about the diet, but health things. So some of the things I printed out and I cut them out so that I'm reminded, or I can write here once she's an adult what the percentages are. But right now, because she's changing every week, I can't write a steady percentage here. And then this also tells me what are the organ meats that she needs to eat so that I have a record of that here. And more information on the raw diet. So I printed some of these sheets out, information from Pinterest. It's a whole bunch of good information. There's a lot of things on CPR, on the Heimlich maneuver, and different things that you should know how to do for your dog. So if you go to my Pinterest, I will give you the link. I have one for my Bible studies and verses. This one is for pets. And I've been doing a lot of research with pets. So every time I find something that's pretty interesting and I think that it's a general, really good information that I definitely want to have in place somewhere, I put it on my Pinterest. So for now, I'm just putting the dieting stuff in here, but there's some things, probably the ones for CPR, I'm probably going to want to have that on hand. So put them on your phone. So if you're traveling and you need to do CPR, you don't have to go grab a book. You can have them on your phone. So I'll link down below the Pinterest. You're going to have a great time going through it because I had so much fun looking at all of this stuff. There's great information down there, even information about some of the things that dogs do, the way they wag their tail at you. It's just a lot of really fun stuff. I hope you like it.
How'd you get up there? How'd you get up there? Said you're gonna get up there. You're waiting for your food. Sika is hungry. No. Don't, no.
Don't jump down. No! Coming down. It was coming down pretty hard a few minutes ago. Look how flooded it got here again. All those buckets are full. Got tons of buckets. Chickens are okay. I'll just keep watching to make sure the coop didn't turn over. It's your first storm. What do you think, Ika? You just want my shoes. This is what I did. I ended up putting some bricks just to hold it so when I first turn it on, that pressure is what moves this. I let this dry for a good more than 24 hours. Then I also bought a clamp and I clamped that in where it joins with the pipe. So now it's nice and oh, it went on. And I put a brick on top of that too. And now it's working. Sorry, I'm using my iPad because my phone is uploading. So I want to show you that I'm giving Sika the barf diet. And I went today and I got her some hearts. That counts as meat though. This is chicken gizzards and this is chicken feet. Now I don't know, but I don't know if I want to give her chicken feet because she chases after my chickens. So what the chicken feet does, it supplies her calcium and many other things for a growing puppy because she needs for joint health. So she's got some meat here. She's got some liver, chicken livers, a little bit of greens. And I'm going to give her this now. And this is my first time watching her eat the chicken stuff. She's eating the meat first. I think that chicken feet. She'll probably end up eating that last. So she's chewing up the chicken foot. She's really eating the bone of that, chewing that up. That's all bone, and that is supposed to be one of the best things for her. It's good for her teeth. I just don't like the nails that are on there. And I don't know, she likes chasing the chickens, so it just feels weird for me to give her that, but I mean, I want to do the best that I can for my dog. So she ate up all of that meat. And we'll see how she does with this.